Why run up on me if you ain't tryna fight?
Why?
Call me Kenny Fury cause I'm knocking out your lights.
What's poppin' with the population? Kenny Morningstar here with my girlfriend, and I want all the smoke till a nigga Pink Runtz. We got that Hytek 8th of Pink Runtz right here, straight out of Michigan. Let's bust this open and get to it. Not gonna lie, we thought the conditions at the beach was gonna be a little bit better today. Sadly, they are not. We are in Midwest Chicago, so it's probably not gonna get nice out here until what?
April.
Damn near April, y'all. So this is my first time trying Hytek. I've had it before with one of my homies, but you don't know the full experience until you buy it and try it yourself. Let's take it out the bag. This is how it's looking. Hopefully y'all can see that. Pretty nice nugs, decently frosty. Got some nice hits of orange in it. Let's break this down and smoke some. Damn, Wood, has there been any strains that you've been liking so far?
Honestly, I don't really have a name off the top of my head of like what strains I like, but I do prefer a nice sativa. Smoking hybrid or indica makes me tired. I've just been too tired lately. I prefer fruity things. So I'm hoping this will appease my appetite.
Oh God. And let the people know you're an artist.
I'm a painter. I paint stuff.
Here's an example of some of her work. And this. And so does weed help you in your creative process at all?
I would say it does and it doesn't. You have to be in the right headspace if you want it to help you. I think a lot of times if you get high, it's easy to just sit down, watch TV, take a nap, and not be productive. But other times, I have to go into it with the mindset that, you know, I can only have so much. I know my limit now of what I can tolerate to still be creative. And when I'm within that limit, I feel like it really does help my creativity because I can lock in on what I'm doing. And I'll be locked in for hours. And I would say, you know, you have to experiment to know which, there are different strains that might help you more. Different, like CBN.
Or cannabinoids.
Yeah, cannabinoids and whatnot. He's the expert. Would you say it helps your creative process?
Because, yeah, to add on to what you were saying, marijuana definitely aids in my creative process. Because if y'all don't know, I'm a rapper, songwriter, musician, videographer, photographer, all of that.
A lot of labels.
A lot of labels. And honestly, like, I think at times when you are, since your art is an extension of who you are, is an extension of yourself, what you're going through and whatnot, there's times where I feel overwhelmed working on or working through a project, you know?
Fair.
Sometimes I be getting overwhelmed with, am I being creative enough in my endeavor? Am I being different enough to where I can see growth in myself? And where cannabis comes into play, it helps me relax those anxieties at times, or even outside of those anxieties, it helps me overcome certain personal, what's the word I'm looking for? Certain personal things that I am, what's the word? Oh, it helps me overcome certain personal insecurities about my own art. Because at the end of the day, you're just making art, you know?
Facts.
Sometimes you overthink it.
Super. Like yesterday, I was painting, and I try to make videos of my creative process, but there's certain types of creativity where I feel like it's best to reveal it at the end.
Yeah.
And
Facts.
sometimes, like, I was painting, right, and my phone had died. I was using my phone to record, and I felt better after I was done recording. After it was done and over with, I was like, okay, now I can lock in. Sometimes it's hard to gauge, and it's something I'm still trying to work on, is revealing more of myself while I'm working on those creative projects, because it is an extension of who you are, and it's a very vulnerable thing to share.
Yeah. Super vulnerable. I completely agree. Like, it's very vulnerable to show your art, and it's also difficult. It's also difficult becoming okay with the attention that you receive from your art as well.
Mm.
Like, you start gaining some recognition, and it makes it a little more difficult to talk about your shit sometimes. Like, because now it's real eyes that's looking to really understand your vision. But with all of that, it makes you more excited to do what you need to do. And we definitely helps me stay balanced with that.
And with that, he's done.
And as you can see, we rolled up right here, y'all. I'm trying not to show the bottom because that's not the best part, but it's looking good. It's looking great. This that Pink Runtz from Hytek. Let's get blitzed on the beach, y'all. A little Smashley Smizdale.
What's your first perception?
Huh. It's definitely flavorful, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. It got some flavor to it. It is really earthy. It's really earthy, and I would say, how should I explain this, bro? In terms of the taste of it, very earthy, very gassy that you get with this strain.
There's a depth to it.
It's a depth to it. It's like a layered. It's like it kind of tastes like a mixture of onions and dirt type shit, but at the same time, it's airy and light enough to where it tastes a little bit like a gassy bubblegum. This is like what you would, if I was to give this to somebody, I would tell them like, yo, bro, it packs a punch, but it caresses your cheek while it hits you. That's how it's supposed to be sometimes. Yeah, y'all. Wait. Ooh, yeah. But yeah, y'all, it's tasting good. Since it is my first time really smoking some Hytek, I would definitely say on the inhale, on the exhale, you do feel something, y'all. You do feel something. I'm actually kind of feeling it a little bit right now, to keep it a whole thing. And then you got that nice little resin ring happening around it.
It's strong. For me, that's nice. It's a nice balance. That's a nice balance.
A nice balance. Y'all see that white ash as well?
Feeling some warmth in my stomach. You can hit that for hunger.
Say that. Damn. Yeah, y'all. It's been a long winter in Chicago.
Bro, it's been a very frigid.
So
compared to the last couple years, it's been very cold. I've had to invest in some thicker, warmer coats.
Oh God, though.
Everybody's getting sick around us.
Everybody. They getting sick. Don't be wearing enough layers.
Coughing everywhere. Trying to get you sick too.
Because at a certain point, it's like, if you sick, be sick by your sick self. I don't really understand why people go into public spaces and announce their sickness and then proceed to act like it's cool when you're not wearing a mask, you're not wearing gloves, you're not wearing nothing.
No PPE.
No PPE.
And yeah, I mean that about sums it up. That about sums it up. That's nice.
Yeah,
I needed that. Speaking of, my work email. Man, I would say this shit is burning really fast, but it is windy. So, we're gonna be on the hunt for an apartment soon. But Chicago's expensive.
It's so expensive, y'all.
And we can't afford that much.
If y'all know of any Chicago realtors looking to, give us a 3-bedroom, 2-bath for $1,500 and under, let us know. Because we trying to tap in.
We're trying to tap in. Preferably off a CTA L train stop. Shit.
And now that we're about a third of the way through the joint, I would definitely say this Pink Runtz, it's a hit. It tastes good. It hits pretty smooth. It has a little harshness to it that I would just assume is due to how they grow, how they cure, All in all, it's a pretty decent strain. Now, would I say I would absolutely 100% get it again? Not necessarily. The main things that I feel like this strain might be lacking in is, honestly, for honesty, and it might be lacking in effects, to keep it a bean with y'all. I'm definitely getting a nice head high, but that's what it just feels like. It feels like it's pressure in my head that's kind of just making me feel a little woozy. Outside of that, I'm not feeling too many crazy effects from it. The taste of it, fire, not gonna lie. The look of it, amazing, not gonna lie. But I'm curious to see if Hytek has any other great strains out there. What's been your thoughts so far?
I would agree with him. We both have very different preferences when it comes to what type of loud we like. And I felt like this was a perfect blend of the elements that both of us like. There's a little bit of, you had used a word the other day, like a grit or something you had said. There's a little bit of like a grit to it. And like I said, I like the fruity flavors. I don't know why. I do. And for me, I would rate this 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10? I think I'm gonna give it 7.5 out of 10, y'all. It's some gas. It's some gas.
I typically don't feel as fast of an onset when smoking. Maybe it has been a while since I smoked a joint. It's been about a month. I never had a high tolerance to begin with. Just to put some things into perspective.
Oh, no.
But I'm like, I don't think I can take any more. I'm lit.
Niggas is lit. We gonna shoot a little visual, y'all. I'm gonna show y'all some behind the scenes of that right now.
Man on the 2 man, I got 2 bitches. Third eye open on God, I got 2 bitches. Smoking sour dowry, give me powers, now I move different.
If you love the reviews, stay tuned. We got a lot more coming through. Like, comment, subscribe. Hey, Peep my music. Links down in below. Catch you in the next one.
Yeah.